On the Tyler Lockett incomplete or non-incomplete plays into coaching.
We will chat that in just a second. As you saw, the final score was 27-24. The Seahawks snap a 2-game losing streak. And look in the first 3 quarters, Russell Wilson a little bit struggling, but fourth quarter, his 21st game-winning drive in the fourth quarter. Look at that fourth quarter sizzling passer rating. Do we hear it?
You got to give him the mic back for the Go Hawks. You know it's Go Hawks.
He came back into, go Hawks.
How you got that much energy after a game?
When you win, tired, you won.
That's what he does.
But he looking like he can go play another game right now.
And they won kind of at the last minute, so the adrenaline boost is up, and that is a win that didn't look like it was going to go that way for him at the beginning of the game. This is a guy who got booed in the first quarter, David Carr, by Seahawks fans at home after he overthrew Baldwin in the end zone. He had 12 passing yards in the first quarter. How did he turn it around?
Well, it's interesting. Mike Pettin has, as far as Green Bay goes, from the defensive side, he's done a good job with the Rams last week and then with Seattle, giving them some different looks. And so in the first quarter, second quarter, you're trying to figure out what those looks are, where your throws are, so it can make you miss some easy throws. Once you figure it out, like Jared Goff did and now what Russell Wilson did, you can make some plays. You understand what their game plan is for the day. You talk on the sideline, you come out, you start hitting some of your big passes down the field, continue to run the football, and the play action game was nice, and that kind of settled him down.
How much did the running backs help him do what he did down the stretch, Reggie? Because they had 173 yards on the ground, and they actually ran the ball more than they threw it.
Well, it played a huge factor into why they were able to win the football game. The Seattle Seahawks had 35 total attempts, and the Green Bay Packers had 13. Every one of the Seattle Seahawks running backs, all 3 of them, averaged at least 5 yards or more. And that played a huge factor in why they were successful. I know they had the 1 turnover at the beginning of the game, but at the same time, this helped them chew up the clock. And we saw that at the end of the game. We just talked about it. Who knew that would have been the last time Aaron Rodgers would have touched the football with 4 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock?
I think it's simple, too. The Seattle Seahawks have rediscovered their identity. It's run the football. It's pound you. It's stick with the run no matter what. It's feed the backs. It's the play-action game. Go down the field. It opens up things. Wasn't really good on third down in the first half, but they continued and stayed with the run, which opened up things in the second half for them.
Well, and then the defense also factors into all of this, right? When they were the Seahawks that we all remember from when they were very, very good, there was a good run game and there was a good defense.
And there was a good secondary. And we saw in the first half a lot of big plays by Aaron Rodgers, going down the field, getting out of the pocket, converting on third down. Well, they didn't even get to third down. It was first and second down big plays. The second half, I think the Seahawks secondary, they eliminated some of the big plays outside of the Devontae Adams, 1 big play. And then on third down, there were probably 4 or 5 or 5 of 6 on third down, on crucial third downs where Green Bay needed to convert to score points and kept them out of the end zone, limiting them to field goals.
This is a big win for Seattle in terms of the playoff picture. They were the 9 seed coming in. They are the 8 seed now. If they had lost, they were going to drop down to the 11 seed in the NFC. So that's a big swing for them. The Packers came in as the 7 seed. They just dropped to the 8 seed, but they're 4-5-1, and they're 3rd in the NFC North. So, Aaron Rodgers, how are you liking your chances to go to the postseason after this one?
Come on, Rob. What kind of question is that?
I don't know. I mean,
come on, man.
Can't win on the road. What are you going to be able to do?
I don't even know how to answer that, Rob. I mean, come on. What am I supposed to say? Of course there's hope. Of course we believe in each other. Just going to take one galvanizing moment. So whether that's a speech or a practice or something happens in the game, something's got to get this thing going. I thought we had moments tonight where that was the way we were going. The defense, a lot of injuries. Offensively, we lost Jimmy, but guys battled. So, nobody gave up hope. We just didn't play well enough when we had to play well enough.
Well, if they go on one of those patented Packers late season runs, someone's going to make a music video of one galvanizing moment at the end of the season.
And it was the Rob Demovsky question in the press conference about
Come on, what kind of question is that? Haven't you seen this before?
Is it a stupid question, though? You're looking at a 4-5-1 team that hasn't won a single game on the road this year. They've lost 7 straight dating back to last season. Are you seeing anything that even reminds you of a playoff team outside of the fact that they have Aaron Rodgers?
No, and you just said it. It feels like every decision this organization makes, especially when it comes down to games and when they need to win games, it's all based on we got Aaron Rodgers. We'll be okay. But on Tuesday, I was pleading with Green Bay. Use Aaron Jones. Give Aaron Rodgers a balanced attack. Help him out because he does this every game. He throws for 300 yards, passing, 2 touchdowns, and very few interceptions. And yet they still lose football games because they're not able to chew up the clock. Aaron Jones has played great for them the last couple of weeks. Hand the football off to him some more. They only had 9 carries in the first half. In the second half, it was down to 4 carries when they had a lead up until 5 minutes of the game.
I think it looked like after last week, right? He had such a big game, Aaron Jones. Everybody was like, "Oh, there you go. They've figured it out. They can't not give him the ball." Well, boom.
Well, they started off that way.
Right,
They just didn't stick with it. And that's the biggest thing is they always revert back to Aaron's our best player, and he makes big plays. He makes huge plays for them, but if you don't have a consistent run game and you're not consistently being creative like everyone in the league is doing now, and you mess up situations, then you're not helping your football team.
But they threw him the ball. He did have big plays in the passing game.
You're right.
Well, Week 11 is underway. Week 12 starts a week from tonight.